Now, Liverpool begin their Champions League campaign against Atletico Madrid. That is tomorrow night at Anfield. The game could, of course, see Alexander Isak make his Liverpool debut. Let's go live to Anfield now and speak to our reporter, Vinny O'Connor. Vinny, good to see you. You spoke to Arne Slot not too long ago. What did he have to say about Isak possibly making his Liverpool debut tomorrow?
He's in the squad, and we kind of got the hint that he's going to figure at some point. Look, you can understand as well the temptation to rush Isak into the Liverpool side when you consider that his 54 goals since the start of the 22-23 season up until the end of the 24-25 season, only two have scored more Premier League goals than him in that time as well. But it's been made clear to us by Arne Slot that he's always going to have to manage Alexander Isak's minutes at the moment because, of course, he's had little or no pre-season with Newcastle. He's had just 19 minutes. It'd be wrong to write Florian Wirtz off at this time. So there was a strong defence of him from Arne Slot, particularly when you consider the games that they've had so far this season, and also a defence of Arne Slot on Liverpool spending in the summer.
I put that down to Bournemouth, I put that down to Newcastle, I put that down to Arsenal, I put that down to a team we faced this weekend that only conceded 14 goals last season. If it's correct, I don't know, but someone told me today it's the first time in 18 months that Burnley lost a home game. So if I'm wrong, that's because of that person. But it tells you how hard it is to play these games. And which is normal, because there's so much focus on our new signings, because especially the pundits that favor not us but some other clubs in the country that cannot stop talking about 450 million. I repeat 450 million, I repeat 450 million, but they always forget the 300 million that we've sold for. And these players that we've brought in are indeed a lot of money, but they are playing now together with players that are worth same amounts of money. So yes, if we want to strengthen the squad, we need almost to spend that much money, because then they are, if we sell Dominic Szoboszlai tomorrow, he would be worth 100 million as well. So there's so much focus on Florian, but the ones that have stayed behind still in the team haven't scored 4 goals or 12 assists as well. So he's been part of a team, Florian, that is on top of the league, that won 4 games. He's part of the team that won against Newcastle, that won against Arsenal, where the team of last season didn't win away at Newcastle, didn't win at home against Arsenal. So it's the way you want to look at it. Yes, he hasn't scored 4 goals or 12 assists in the first 4 games, but for me that's down to the quality we faced, and he's part of a team that's #1 in the league at the moment.
There's very much a feeling then here that the best is yet to come, both individually and collectively, and I think there is the positive to take from it, certainly from a Liverpool point of view, the fact that they've been able to get over the line in these games, which shows the mentality at the moment, whilst not playing at their best. And they may also want to remind Paul Merson, as he's saying, that Arsenal, he thinks, are going to go and win the title. Well, Arsenal didn't exactly come here and make a statement when Liverpool aren't exactly playing their best at the moment.
Oh, stop it, Vinny. Stop it, Vinny.
Vinny, thank you.
Vinny,
got anything to say to that?
Yeah, I have. I thought Arsenal was so comfortable. If he doesn't get the free kick, we'd all be sitting here for the next 3 weeks going, who's going to beat Arsenal? They're going to win the league. They're playing against one of the best teams in the world of football that have scored in every single game they've played in for 30-odd games. And they're the champions of England, and Arsenal go there and people go, oh, Arsenal didn't lay love on them. It weren't Arsenal's job to do that. Arsenal's job was to go there, really, and not lose. And a worldie of a free kick gets them the result. And then everybody says Arsenal are the worst team they've ever seen. They're toothless. Oh, they can't. You know, even Vinny's jumping on the bandwagon going, you know. So, you know, this is what's happened. So, for me, no, wait till the end of the season. But Liverpool will be there, 100%. You know, whoever finishes above Liverpool win the league, in my opinion. You'll be shocked if you finish above Liverpool and don't win the league, you're going to be bang out of luck.
But you're not convinced by them yet?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I could take 6 points off them like that. Bang. You know, last kick of the game against Newcastle. So there's 2 points. Arsenal, never really laid a glove on Arsenal. Worldy free kick. You could take another 2 points. And then on Sunday, you could take 2 points off them again. You know, it's not like they've absolutely ripped teams apart, but they're winning games. You know, and I'm with the manager there. You've got to pick, you know, Wirtz, you know, got to be patient. I played with the best player I ever played with in my footballing career, Dennis Bergkamp. Took him 7 games. 7 games.
Okay.
And then, you know, I think Henry was about 7. So And them two players are in a different world to Wirtz.
OK, we'll talk more about him in just a moment, but I do want to ask you about Alexander Isak, because Arne Slot saying there, look, there's a chance he'll make his debut. I feel like it's such a long-awaited Liverpool debut now, isn't it? He's in the squad. He won't play 90 minutes. How much do you think we'll see of him?
I hope to see a bit of him. But you know, he hasn't played any football. He had pre-season. So you've got to be careful. You don't want him to come in and then all of a sudden he gets injured. So they've got to be patient. The big advantage they're winning ways, not playing. But when he does come in, you know, people have got to step out, you know, and this is where all the problems start. But I'd like to think he'll get a run out tomorrow at some point in the game.
Some minutes.
Yeah.
Right, well, there was a strong defence of Florian Wirtz there from Arne Slot. Let's throw it over to Dave now, who's been taking a closer look at some of his stats.
Yes, he's a £100 million player, but Florian Wirtz hasn't quite had that moment, has he, to announce himself to the Liverpool fans. In fact, he is yet to complete 90 minutes in the Premier League for Liverpool, with Arne Slot preferring to withdraw Wirtz when chasing that winner against Burnley at the weekend. But how has his game changed and how do Liverpool adapt? Let's take a look at his touches in the final third per game over the last 4 seasons. Now, you can see how his influence at Leverkusen has grown over the last couple of years. He was a magnet, really, for their attacks. Everything went through him. He was allowed also to drift where he wanted. At Liverpool, he's having to be a little bit more disciplined with his central position, let Liverpool's players out wide, like Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah, do their thing as well. Now, Wirtz is also having to do a lot more defensive work than he did in Germany. Here are his tackles and interceptions per game, again, over the last 4 years. They've mostly been hovering around the same mark, but look what happens when he joins Liverpool. Wow, big jump. That is a player there with a lot more responsibility than maybe he's had in his career so far. Wirtz has also adapted seamlessly to the physical nature of the Premier League and the Premier League midfield as well. Look at his out-of-possession work rate here. Now, he's making himself available for passes, his movement as well. He's dragging defenders in different directions. And once again, we see his defensive effort here highlighted in his capacity to track the opposition players that have the ball as well. What does it all mean, really, then, for Florian Wirtz? Well, he's on the ball. He's in a congested area. He's in that central position. His creative output certainly has room for improvement. Wirtz's key passes are tracking as his worst within that time period we've been talking about. Is he operating in a completely functional attack right now for Liverpool? I guess there will need to be adjustments when Alexander Isak comes into the team. Where does Ugo Ekitike play? How does that affect Florian Wirtz as Liverpool try to find that right formula?
Because he won't be picked up then. If he goes out onto the left, he'll drift inside, picked up. At the moment, he's playing there and he's getting picked up straight away. For me, I'd go and play him on the left for a few weeks.
Who isn't having any problem producing a little bit of magic at the moment is Ryan Gravenberch. I knew you'd love that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of you, isn't it?
It
feels like he's just getting better and better to watch.
Oh, yeah, I think he's outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And he's a must. He's probably the first name. For all the superstars they've got, he'd be the first name on the team sheet, in my opinion.
Yeah, can't argue when he's playing like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.